Hi everybody, it's your friendly neighbourhood TikTok YouTuber here, and this is a garden episode. I haven't done one of these for a while. But this is especially talking about lawn. Now here in Australia we have a lawn called cooch. Now cooch is the Australian native lawn. Now this grows wild in the bush. This is probably the better grass to have on your property because it grows wild. It's very hardy. It's very hard to remove as well. The thing is keeping it green. That's the problem. Okay, because it's a hardy plant, unfortunately keeping it green means you've got to give it a lot of water. If you don't give it a lot of water, it sort of looks dead. Yeah, that's the only unfortunate problem about cooch, right? But I have some good news. They have genetically engineered a cooch, which is available at Bunnings. All you need to do is ask for it. Okay, and that will be your genetically engineered cooch. Now, what do they do to engineer it? Now, genetic engineering is a new thing that happens in the plant world. It's also called seed sowing. So, did they sow the seeds? No, they actually did genetically mess with the seed of the cooch in a lab to make it a more feasible lawn for Australia. Did their experiment work? That is a really good question. I'm glad F&T asked F&T that. Yeah. Okay. Yes. To a certain degree, the only thing about the genetically engineered cooch that's different about the natural cooch is it survives a little bit better without water, so it looks greener, it looks healthier, it grows better, it doesn't grow in patches like natural cooch does. So natural cooch takes a bit more care, takes a bit more TLC, but you can get, I will do like a video and I'll show you natural cooch growing. And it does, it looks just as good as normal lawn. There are other natural products, lawn seeds that you can buy from Bunnings or from other stores. Make sure that it's Australian. Why? Because that lawn that grows here is meant for Australia, which means it's meant to thrive in Australian conditions, which means in our very, very, very dry summers and our very, very, very non-wet winters. Yeah, that we get, which is just a fact. Australia is a dry island or continent or whatever you want to call it. It's a dry place, and it's a very old place as well. So yeah, there's that to be thinking of. Do I recommend buffalo grass? No. It's probably the biggest water hogging grass that we ever have in Western Australia. It's also the grass that does attract the black beetle in big numbers. Now the thing is, as I've said on one of my other videos, the black beetle is a delicacy of the galahs, but it can be a pest if in plague proportions to other things. Now I've explained this in other videos. When the ecosystem gets out of balance, other things take, precedence. Like for instance, you clear land where there was, a ecosystem there taking care of things and like put a house there, guess what? That house will end up with problems because you just removed the ecosystem around it. So that's why it's important that when you do build or that you do buy, that you either buy a place that already has plants, or an Australia of native plants, or you put them in. Why? You need to replace the ecosystem that's just been destroyed. That's a fact. I will go into more detail of urban planning and stuff like that. I think it does definitely need to be addressed because I'm still seeing big plots of land getting cleared when we've invented better ways of housing people now. You know, invented that. Yes, we have. That take up less space. This is important because we are cutting down way too many trees and we are clearing way too much land, and the problem is that Australian land was never meant for English agriculture. Never meant for it. So no matter, the thing is, all the agriculture that's been going on for the last 100 years or more is actually been causing damage to Australia. Yes, that is in fact. You can go and search it up on the internet. Use your Google. Google is your friend. I'm just making sure that that no information that I'm giving you is false. Now, this is stuff that I was taught. So, if the stuff is correct, which it should be, then it should be there on your nice little Google net there. Okay? Yeah. But anyway, this is what my teachers taught me, so I'm just passing on my teaching. Don't blame me, blame the teacher. And I'm not trying to teach you anything, it just takes a bit of common sense to look after the world around us. And it's not that hard, it's pretty actually easy. I don't know why we whinge about it, I don't know why we treat our earth with such disrespect, but we do. And those who say or pretend that they love Australia are full of shit because we still litter. Actually, if anything, I can tell you right now, I just picked up my record amount of 4 tonnes. That was last month. 4 tonnes of rubbish out of one spot. 4 tonnes. Now, I am going to give a tally. This will be one of the videos that will be coming. It'll tell you exactly how much recycling I've picked up in the areas. I'll even give you the locations of those said areas that I've picked up the location. And that. So you can actually go and check and see if they're still clean. Hopefully they are. I try and keep those areas that I do touch. I try and go back out there and keep them clean because we do have regular dumpers that are dumping rubbish because of, for one, dumps are charging way too much to get in, and 2, because of laziness. Yeah, those are the 2 reasons. And the other reason is because they don't care. Well, there's the 3 reasons. Anyway, this is your friendly neighbourhood TikToker signing off. Don't forget to follow or subscribe on my YouTube, and thank you very much for watching.